Puss in Boots, Chapter 1, Listen and Practice. Once there was a young man called Jack. He lived on a farm with his two older brothers and his father. His father made all the decisions on the farm, and as he got older, the farm got smaller. The boys did not like to work, and so many of the animals died or left. Finally, the father died, and he gave his things to his sons. To the oldest son he gave the house, to the middle son he gave his horse, and to Jack, the youngest son, he gave his cat. "That's not okay," said Jack. "What can I do with this cat?" "Sorry, brother," said the other two. The oldest brother left for the north, and Jack left for the south. He found a small house to live in. But he had very little money. He said. "Maybe I can kill this cat and make a pair of gloves out of him." "Don't do that," said the cat. "Wow, you can talk. Oh yes. You got the best present of all. Now, I think I would make a bad pair of gloves. But I can make you rich." "How?" said Jack. "Trust me. But first, I need a pair of boots." "Boots?" "Why," said Jack, "if I have boots, people will think, oh, that is a rich cat." "Trust me, it is important." So Jack went and spent all his money on a good pair of boots. The cat put them on and started walking around like a person. "Give me your hat," said the cat. "Fine," said Jack. He gave the cat the hat, and now he really did look rich. With his hat and boots. "What's your name?" he asked the cat. They had never given him a name before. "Puss in Boots," said the cat. "Yes, that will make a nice name. Now, I am going to go and make you rich," and the cat left the house. Jack didn't know what he was going to do. He hoped that Puss in Boots would not run away. Actually, the cat went to the forest. He had heard that the king liked partridges, a kind of bird. "If the king likes partridges, I will bring him the best partridges in the land," said Puss. He went into the forest with a bag. In the bag, he put a piece of cheese. Then he left the bag and went into the trees. Some partridges came and went to eat the cheese. When the bag was full of partridges, Puss in Boots jumped out and closed the bag. Hee. "Now I have a lovely bag of fat partridges." He went to the castle and said, "I want to see the king." The king's guards said, "Huh? But you're just a cat. Cats can't go to see the king." "I am not just a cat," said Puss in Boots. "Look at my lovely boots. I work for the Count of Cattenborough, and I have some partridges for the king." So the guards let him in. When the king saw the partridges he was very happy. "I have never seen such fat birds," he said. The king took the birds out of the bag and filled the bag with gold. "Give this to the count." So Puss in Boots came home with a big bag full of gold. "Wow," said Jack. "How did you get that?" "Did you steal it?" "Don't worry, Jack. I am going to make you rich. Trust me. Tomorrow, I will come back with more gold." The next day, the cat went into the forest again. He had heard that the king's daughter, the princess, wanted a beautiful dress. So again, he put cheese into a bag and waited. Lots of different birds came, and he took one feather from each of them. Then he made a beautiful dress out of the feathers. Puss in Boots walked to the castle and said, "Hello, you're here again," said the guards. "What do you have today?" "I have a beautiful dress for the king's daughter. There are 100 different kinds of feathers on it." So they let Puss inside, and he gave the dress to the king. The princess was very happy when she saw it. She loved all the different feathers. So she filled up Puss in Boots's bag with gold. "I must meet this Count of Canterbury," said the king. "Ah," said Puss in Boots. "I will tell him that you want to meet him." When Puss came home with the money, Jack was very happy. "You are the best cat in the world." "Just wait, my boy," said the cat. "Tomorrow, I will really turn you into a count." I heard the guards say that tomorrow evening they are taking the king to the sea to swim. "We will go as well, but I do not have the clothes of a count," said Jack. "They will know that I am not a count," the cat laughed. "Trust me. Just do what I say. I will make all the decisions." So the next evening they went down to the sea. Jack went swimming, and Puss in Boots took his clothes away. When the king arrived, Puss said, "Oh, my king, I am so happy you are here. The Count of Canterbury is swimming, and a man came and took all his clothes." "Can you help?" "Of course," said the king. He went to the castle and brought some of his clothes. Jack came out of the water and put on the king's clothes, and he looked very nice. "So you are the famous Count of Canterbury," said the king. "It is wonderful to finally meet you." Yes," said Jack. "And where is your castle?" said the king. Jack didn't know what to say, but Puss in Boots quickly said, "To the south, my king." "I suppose a young man like you has a wife?" "No, my king," said Puss in Boots. "Wonderful. Then you should meet my daughter." "He would be very happy to meet your daughter, my king," said Puss in Boots. The king was surprised. The Count of Canterbury did not talk, and the cat did all his talking for him. He thought that this was a very good idea. "Come tomorrow to meet my daughter,"